In a food processor, combine walnuts with desiccated coconut. Add coconut oil and process. You're looking for this kind of texture. Next, you want to add your cacao nibs to the food processor, making sure you remove the blades. Give it a nice mix. Next, you're going to spread the ingredients into a lined cake pan. First thing you're going to do is just spread the nuts and coconut around so that you have a nice even layer to work with. Use the back of a heavy spatula and pat down or tap down the base until it becomes compact and even and flat. Use your scraper to scrape the walnuts off the spatula and just keep tapping until the whole base is even. Now to work on those perfect edges. If you have one of these bench scrapers, they're one of my favorite kitchen tools for getting the most perfect, clean, flat edges. So use all the weight of your hand and push the edge of the scraper against the edge of the cake pan to get those perfect lines at the edge. Chill the base in the fridge. Put your sweet potatoes in a bowl of water and get your scrubbing brush out and scrub all the dirt off them. Now we're going to chop up those sweet potatoes into little chunks and put them in a saucepan. Add chopped ginger into the saucepan with the sweet potatoes. A teaspoon of nutmeg. Some cardamom pods. Cinnamon powder. Finally, you want to top this up with water, add a pinch of salt, and then cook it on medium heat until the sweet potatoes are soft. Once the sweet potatoes are cooked, you want to strain them through a colander. Add those soft sweet potatoes into the processor from the land of the col, and add the ginger, but avoid putting the cardamom pods in. Next, add a sugar of your choice. For this recipe, I'm using coconut sugar, but you can use whatever you want to. Make sure that your sugar is powdered because the texture of this cake is really fine. Add your peeled and seeded orange pieces. Zest of 2 oranges. Lemon or lime juice. Vanilla. A generous pinch of salt. And the magic ingredients, cacao butter. Now you're going to process this on high speed until it's smooth. It's not easy to process this material, it's all quite thick and sticky, so you will have to stop quite a few times to scrape the sides down, and if you need to, you can add a tablespoon of water or 2 tablespoons of water. As you can see in this part, it looks a bit lumpy. It's going to look lumpy until you get it into the cake pan, but it will still turn out a pretty smooth cake at the end, so don't worry about that. Once the cake base is chilled, get it out of the fridge, and now you can slowly pour your topping over. Move the cake pan around vigorously and tap it a few times on the counter so that you can flatten the filling. And then you want to chill it in the fridge as we move on to the next stage. To make the aquafaba, you've got to open a can of beans, any white beans will do, and strain it through the colander. And you know, since the liquid is quite viscous, you need to turn that colander and move it around so that all that liquid can strain out into the bowl. The first step is to simply whisk the aquafaba, or that liquid, without adding anything else, because you want to aerate this liquid. You want to add more air molecules in it so that it turns out a pillowy meringue. You want to stop your whisk for a while and add your lemon juice at this point, or your cream of tartar. Please add it at the beginning and not at the end. For the next few minutes, you're going to put some elbow grease on and whisk the aquafaba until it starts to transform into a thicker, whiter, more pillowy look. I did not edit this out because I wanted you to see this transformation, but you are welcome to skip over this if you like. Add your powdered sugar in increments and keep whisking between each one. And here we are, finally reaching the stage of meringue. You will notice that it's white and silky and thick and pillowy. And just keep, whisking, and then when you know it's ready, you pick it up on a spatula, and if it sticks to your spatula, finally it has enough body and enough volume and you're ready to move on. Once the cake is chilled, get it out of the fridge, remove the lining, and carefully place it on a plate. Scoop a few dollops of meringue onto the surface of the cake and spread it out until it covers the whole surface. I went with quite a simple technique here, but you're welcome to put the meringue into a piping bag and pipe some beautiful shapes onto your cake and give it some more, some height, some dimensionality. I just wanted this first recipe to be quite simple. When you're done, you can dust the surface with cocoa powder and you're ready to serve.